Michael Grinder here. Here's our third and final of our three-part series on looking at a classroom as if your students are dogs and cats. All comes from our book, The Cat in the Doghouse. So far we've talked about dogs, and now we're going to talk about cats. The lower the grade level you teach, the more you're going to tend to have puppy dogs. Pretty easy in terms of accommodating them and them trying to accommodate you. You get to a higher grade, you have more cats. So basically, the higher the grade level you teach, the more you have to be in your cat. If you're in your cat, you're fine because you understand what cats are like. You're not bothered by how they are. But how do you identify them? So let's look at some behaviors. Number one, they tend to have their joints whenever they're emphatic. They bring their joints straight out. Their elbow is straight. Their palms are straight. They tend to have their back straight when they ever get upset. So everything that is rigid, you would call, that's what a cat is like. Now, please understand that their voice pattern, they don't move their head when they talk. So because their head is still, their voice comes out flat. They sound very definitive. If you misunderstand them, you'll think that they're angry. They're not angry. They're just being definitive. When they finish at the end of every sentence and phrase that they say, they'll drop their chin down. So it'll look like this. So that's what I meant. And they drop the chin down. So you can actually listen to them on the phone and go, oh, there's a cat. They have a business-like voice. They love to get to whatever the outcome is. And if I may, if you point out to them, hey, that's not being very polite, one of the things they're going to say is, what's in it for me to be polite? So they will seem self-centered, but I promise it's just a cat. So if you've ever had a cat and dog at home, they're not good, they're not bad, they're just different. What are some other behaviors you can watch for to identify a cat? They tend to talk with their palms down or straight out, and they tend to have their head still, just like we said. If they do listen, please know that they will interrupt anytime they want to. Sorry, they don't have a lot of what we would call manners. They love to give orders. Their values are, they like power and authority. You can put them in charge of things because they're very goal-oriented, but they sometimes trample over some of the dogs. Now, if I may, this may sound funny. You're going to remember your cats a lot longer as a teacher than you will your dogs. They're going to be the ones that are going to make a huge difference both ways. They're going to be above average in terms of creativity, inventiveness, but they also could get in trouble with the law. Cats and dogs, if I may, come on, understand how to make your classroom a more humane society by you being a very good veterinarian. Michael Grinder here. Thanks.